Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning, good afternoon. I don't think anyone here is still in the late evening, ready to breakfast yet. But welcome everybody to the fifth edition of the International Halal Conference under the title of Understanding and Implementing Ethical Frameworks in the Global Halal Economy. Without much ado, we will start straight away with our first presenter for the day, which is Brother Damir Alihodzic, PhD, from the Director of the Agency for Halal Quality Certification, Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Dr. Damir, welcome, and the screen is yours.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Assalamu alaikum, dear speakers. And I'm really glad I'm here today with you. And it's especially because of this very important, how can I say, very important topic and under a very important title of I have for today to present. So today, now I will share my presentation. To start with presentation, and yeah, it is here. I hope everyone can see it. Just a moment.
All right.
Okay.
Very nice, clear.
I hope you can see it. Yes.
Yes.
The title of this presentation and of my presentation is Insight into the Role of Halal Certification Bodies in Maintaining Ethical Standards. I said it's very important to have it, even we should more speak about ethical standards, especially in role of Halal certification body, because of in last decades or in last, we can say, few years, Halal became very popular everywhere in the world, globally. So because of it became, we can say it became brand and the trend. And because of that, we can say that a lot of new halal certification body that are not so reliable, and they are not deserved to work as a certification bodies and to be to halal certified, especially because a lot of them are not Islamic entity, and they are not competent to work with halal. And especially it is in how can I say, non-Muslim countries, in non-Islamic countries, that they are we have here in Europe information about that a lot of certification body newly organized and newly became in the halal business. So for this, for today, we have presentation, and content of this presentation is, of course, introduction, halal quality infrastructure, halal certification body role in ethical standards. Of course, we can talk a little bit about mission and versus business, what halal should be, and we will have some conclusions. When we talk about ethical standards, ethical standards are a set of rules, values, and principles that define moral guidelines for behavior within an industry. We can say it is some general, okay, it can be definition, etc. But we are here. We are talking about Islamic. We are talking about halal, so we have to refer for Islamic ethics and Islamic values. So Islamic ethics and values, I take this, how can I say, take this sentence from forward in standard for halal standard for Islamic ethics and values, Islamic ethics and values in the management system from OIC CIMIC standards. It is standard under development, not yet standard, but it is committee draft. As I can see now, it's committee draft standard. So next, I hope in next period, inshallah, it will be developed as a standard. So when we talk about Islamic ethics and values, we refer to a set of principles and requirements derived from Islamic teaching that govern the management and operation of organization. It's rooted in the ethical framework provided by Quran and Sunnah. They aim to promote values such as truth, such as honesty, integrity, impartiality, justice, transparency, accountability, and social responsibility within the official environment. So, as I can say, it's from general requirements for implementation of Islamic ethics and value in management system. I think it will be standard 62 or from OIC. I hope inshallah in next period it will be adopted as a draft standard. When we talk about halal quality, when we talk about that halal is based on three basic pillars. All of us, we know that we have to main source for halal is Islamic teaching, halal and tayyib, and all of us know what halal is, what haram is, so what what we can use and what we can certify and what we cannot certify as a halal. So the Islamic teaching on halal and tayyib. The second pillar is modern technology and halal. We have to know everything about food technology, about we should know about, and we should be friendly with modern technology in any industry. We are certifying food, cosmetic, pharmaceuticals, tourism, and etc. So we have to be in line with that. And of course, the third one is the third pillar is management and assurance of halal quality. General, we should be friend with quality management system, especially international standards like ISO 9001 and others. And we have to be especially in standards for food safety, because when we talk about management of assurance of halal quality, we should talk about food safety, not because of halal. Yes, because of halal, but more because of tayyib. We have to talk about because of tayyib. Food safety is a tayyib. Okay, on this picture we can see the halal quality infrastructure for now we can say in the world. We have standardization bodies in the world, as we can see here. Standardization bodies. When we talk about standardization body, we talk about OIC CIMIC as a standardization body, because it is international or intergovernmental institution, and covering all we can say all countries, all Islamic countries and member countries. And that standardization body developing halal standards for food, for cosmetic, for pharmaceuticals, for tourism, etc. We have a lot of halal standards right now under the OIC CIMIC, right? And we have a conformity assessment. Yes, in that we have halal accreditation bodies in the world. For conformity assessment is for accreditation and for methodology, and of course we using halal standard from for accreditation and for methodology. And yes, according to that we have few, how can I say? Yes, there are no few halal certification body in the world. In United Arab Emirates, in Saudi Arabia, in Turkey, in Pakistan, etc., we have national halal accreditation bodies. They are accreditation bodies. So a lot of certification bodies worldwide. We have a lot of halal certification bodies. They are using, of course, standard. Some of them they are using halal, national standards, and some of them they are using semi standards. For when we talk standards, we talk about halal standards, of course, because we are talking about halal certification. So in next period, and we have how can I say, under halal certification body and under not under, but the halal certification bodies are under accreditation. We can say under accreditation because the accreditation bodies are checking and are make assessment for halal certification body. But of course, we should have we have IFHA, International Halal, International, no, not international, Islamic Forum for Halal Accreditation Bodies, and that should maintain with multilateral agreement or mutual recognition arrangement. They should make and work with conformity between accreditation bodies, and hope inshallah in next period it will become better and better. So when we talk about a role for ACB role maintaining ethical standards, we talk about halal certification, because the always now and everywhere halal certification is in middle. When we talk about role in maintaining ethical standards, this picture is the best describe role of halal certification bodies, because certification bodies are in middle, and halal start with halal certification, right? If we are if we when company or producer want to be halal certified, he will uh, call and ask and apply for halal certification to halal certification body. So that means that halal start with halal certification body, and certification bodies are in middle, with in contact with consumers, and especially in contact with producer. They have to maintain halal in producer, in plant and their factories. So halal certification body are in the middle. Even they are halal certification bodies are in the middle because of accreditation. Very often, not very often, but it is rule that accreditation should come to check that does certification body are satisfying requirements of halal halal accreditation standards. So certification bodies should, according to accreditation standards, shall be Islamic entity and shall fulfill requirements. Shall be Islamic entity, should have transparency, shall have competence, confidentiality, impartiality, and other requirements. Should satisfy those requirements, all of them, to be halal accredited, right? And of course, halal certification body should have and should act and promote the truth, the honesty, integrity, justice, transparency, and it is not in halal accreditation standards, but that certification body should have those and should act and promote those aspects, right? So we because when we talk about a role of maintaining the most and biggest role in maintaining ethical standard is certification body in whole halal infrastructure. Certification body is in the middle, and especially because it is it is becoming and halal starting with halal certification bodies. When we talk about mission and mission versus business for halal producer, all of we know that and companies that we know that halal is business. They are certifying because of business, because of the competitive in on the market and to to make money and finance from halal certification. And for halal certification body, halal should primarily be amana, an entrusted responsibility. Our mission, and always, I can say from my position, from our certification body, we always say that halal is on the first place, not business, not money. That should be amana because we are responsible for halal. We as a certification body, we are responsible to the consumers, to the responsible for the producers for halal, and responsible to accreditation because they are assessing us and they are checking us every year about we have to fulfill the requirements. And of course, for consumers, halal is lifestyle and religious requirements. With maintaining ethical standards, its achievement, the consumer's confidence as a key factor, right? Ethical standards ensure consumers' confidence in halal products. The importance of transparency and reliability in the production process. Ethic and integrity in the halal industry. Adherence to ethical standards contribute to preserving the integrity of the industry, impact on the long-term development on and reputation of the halal sector. And the third, ethical standards as a competitive advantage that proactive adherence to ethical standards can become a key competitive advantage, right? And consumer satisfaction is a result of transparency and the quality. So on the conclusion, we can say that halal start with certification. Yes, because then producer applied to he applied to halal certification body. So halal certification body played the main role in maintaining ethical standards, in my opinion. If we are dealing with honest, with justice, with requirements of accreditation, etc., then we are starting good business with halal. We are starting good business with producer, and then we will finish with consumers. But in main is accreditation, of course. Maintaining ethical standards is critical to maintaining the trust, integrity, and growth of halal industry. With maintaining ethical standards, we achieve consumer confidence, ethic, and integrity in the halal industry. For halal certification body, halal should be primarily amana and entrusted responsibility. So in this last few minutes, I start to speak a little bit faster because I saw that I don't have a lot of time to finish on time. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I'm here.
Thank you, Jazakallah, Dr. Damir. It's very insightful presentation, and I'm glad that OIC SMIC is coming out drafting in the standard for ethical. Yes, I believe amanah should be the key, not only for the halal certification body, but also producer. Key elements. Yes, you're right. It should be the top priority for the HCB, but then it should be the foundation for everybody. Amanah. Great.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. I think for the questions, we will be compiling them into the panel session later. So thank you very much once again, Dr. Damir, Jazakallah. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome